If Formula One had a Dance Moms pyramid, here's what it would look like after the Mexico City Grand Prix. On the bottom, George Russell. I don't know what was going on with that radio message, but the fact that it took multiple laps of a diatribe to demand to have team orders to swap to ultimately not only not pass Ollie Behrman, but compromise Kimi Antonelli's race and George's, allowing Oscar Piastri to pass them both, diabolical. Next, virtual safety cars and 10-second time penalties. To have such a chaotic and genuinely good race with incredibly good racing, passing, and excitement, and also a run where we had two separate title contenders in a possibility of passing in the very last lap, for that to be neutralized for a VSC that essentially wasn't really necessary, and also to have a 10-second time penalty given to Lewis Hamilton and that be the only penalty that came out of that incident, yeah, the FIA would be on the bottom for me, and also for Abby Lee Miller. And honorable mention down here is going to be Carlos Sainz's car. Don't know what was happening with that pit limiter, and obviously what ultimately ended up causing the VSC, but I don't like it, I hate it, and it's at the bottom of my pyramid. Moving up into 5th position, it's actually 4th, Oscar Piastri. In the words of Abby Lee Miller, "You were good. I'm waiting for you to be great." I don't think we can discount the drive that Oscar Piastri had today, making up for a terrible qualifying yesterday. And I do think had that VSC not been so poorly timed, we would have seen him pass Ollie Behrman at the end of this race. Had he done so, he would have maintained his lead for the World Drivers' Championship, but because he didn't, he doesn't. Moving on up here, Lando Norris. I do think we have a new championship leader, and that can't be denied. Not only did he actually have a pretty good start, which is something he's been criticized for, he did manage to control the race for the entire time, ending with a huge gap, which in a bit of a slam dunk way does harken back to what he said after qualifying on pole. Let's see how much I can win by. Lando Norris becomes our new championship leader, leading the championship by a single point over his teammate Oscar Piastri. And on a weekend when his teammate was not performing to the best of his abilities, it does make you look even better. Getting to the top of our pyramid in 2nd place, Ollie Behrman. See, the thing about Ollie Behrman is we haven't been talking about him at all. We haven't even talked about the fact that he has 10 penalty points. We're not talking about his positives or his negatives, but this weekend he didn't allow us to skip him over. Also, honorable mention here to Ollie's dad, who acted like an NFL fan in the garage. I have never seen someone so excited and so intense, and I loved it. I want to see more of that in the garage. And on the top of the pyramid for the 3rd week in a row, it's Max Verstappen. I don't think it's possible to deny the fact that Max had an incredible race, managed a one-stop strategy that not only was very risky, but would have, without the VSC, potentially put him in 2nd place. I think there's no denying that he would have had a good chance to pass Charles Leclerc, but Charles Leclerc is also one of the best defensive drivers on the grid. While he did not end up with the 8 points he was hoping to at the end of this weekend on Oscar Piastri, what an incredible drive, starting from a poor qualifying position, managing a medium at the beginning of this race, and then running a soft all the way to the end. Max Verstappen, you would get Abby Lee Miller's solo dance next week. Here you can see my entire Dance Moms pyramid for the Mexico City Grand Prix. I'll be going through all of the big talking points in depth, so be sure to follow along for that type of race recap, but also I hope you enjoyed a fun new format this week.